Class trial reopened. Oh, so there's like a recess?
I'm Mon Ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
That's great.
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone.
Well, that's a poor decision to make.
So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about that.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
The fact that he was killed in the first place?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Makan think Nagito looks clean? Because he doesn't have the knife, because there's no blood, because he isn't injured, because he doesn't have any dust on him, because there's no blood on him. He stabbed him that many times.
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
The tablecloth. Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter. But how would he have even used the tablecloth? Like, it wasn't even around him when he was out there.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
She's talking about up through the floor.
I don't understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different.
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, the
the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
I do kind of wish I'm gonna have to check and see if you could turn the voices up, because they're quieter in this one than they were in the first game. In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. Okay, what? This is different than before. You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try not to let 2 different letters clash. Oh, this sounds kind of rough. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the mouse and press the right mouse button while it's on top of a letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the right mouse button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. To catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. Fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the right mouse button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing letters. Catch and release with the right mouse button, and after you fuse them, fire with the right mouse button. It's a whole lot of right mouse buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of Improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the tab key and figure out what word will answer that question. About lining up the keyword. Instead of pressing the right, this is a lot to take in. Instead of pressing the right mouse button to fire the letter, please press the left mouse button. If that happens at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. I kind of wish when they were doing these tutorials, they would do it while showing you on screen, because then you end up in the game, and all of this stuff is like out of my brain by that point. If the sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. If not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the completed keyword. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be careful. That took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? Barely. If you press the escape key during these scenes, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. Okay. Question, where did the killer stab Byakuya from? Okay. Okay, so I have to do the letters correctly. Under the floor. Alright, hold on. So wait, what happens when they touch? Okay, okay. Oh, so I can get rid of them. So I need an N. I gotta get these D's out of the way. Now I see what I'm doing. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Okay. So I can fast forward with control. That's good. This is gonna take forever at this rate. So do I seriously just need to keep doing this forever until I get an N to show up? Because... Alright, now I need D's and I don't have any. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. This is long, man. under the F. Oh, this is getting quicker. Shoot. L. Okay, this is gonna be harder. I need to clear this up a little bit. O. Alright, I need an R. Got it. Okay. That's not so bad, it just takes forever.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? How?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. It's Gundam Tanaka because he found his earring.
You're the only one! Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
Ah, there it is. I found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. Foo-ha-ha, foo-ha-ha, ha-ha-ha. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legends say. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern. Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes.
Nagito didn't really want us to move anything around when we were in the storage room, remember?
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room. then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
So it would have been somebody that wasn't in the dining hall then.
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
But you weren't in the dining hall the whole time.
The only person who wasn't at the party...
It's Fuyuhiko.
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... it obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
You're not helping yourself here, dude.
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you are now allowed to use the silencer. That's great, I always wanted to use one of those. You can use the silencer with the right mouse button as many times as you want. Oh, okay, that's what you use to get rid of the white noise. I remember that from the first game. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use the silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. Lots of bangs. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, what do we got? Teru's account. Teru was about the stove.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
We could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Hold on.
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
I want to hear what they say.
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
Was there anything besides no alibi? The only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko, but is he really the killer?
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Chiaki. Talk to
We could have
him.
stared at panties all day.
Well, that means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh hey, what are you doing here, all alone in a place like this? Standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
He's probably into that.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout.
Well, if they timed things, though. But they wouldn't have known about the timer because Nagito set that up.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
So they would have had to do that hella quick.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
Appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Make your argument. Fire door. Murder threat, fire door, party dishes, derivative in case, kitchen equipment
The
list.
hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
No.
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
No.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Okay.
Definitely sounds impossible.
It might be what she said. Killer's method for moving in the dark might be what that one person suggested. The light. So I might be able to prove it. Was there something on the kitchen
The hallway was
equipment
really
list?
dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that
Because the fire door wouldn't have
is like
anything to do
making a
with it.
seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
Party dishes, murder threat,
What if
movement
they used a
case.
string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Yeah, none of that other stuff would work. But I
What a
don't.
pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
I don't know what would have been on the list.
What if they used a light?
Ah, jerk.
My gut.
All right, I gotta hit the white noise this time.
What if they used a light?
I agree with that.
Did the equipment list have something about a light that I don't remember?
I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot spots. Oh, the portable stove. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on a shelf over there. This kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Huh.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Please tell me you're the killer.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
What, are we gonna play Beyblade or something? Because you look like somebody that plays a lot of Beyblade with that hair.
No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument?
I don't know. Can I? What does he mean battle? It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm going to lose against someone like him. Knife vision, storage table, party dishes, fire door, equipment list. How does the fire door even come into play? Like, storage room, tablecloth. Tablecloth wouldn't have anything to do with it. Party dishes wouldn't. Equipment list, maybe. Night vision goggles shouldn't. I'm gonna leave it on fire door.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Assuming the portable stove was used as a light source contradicts Kazuichi's testimony. How does it contradict his testimony? I don't think what Kazuichi said is wrong. I guess for now I should offer a rebuttal.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier?
Yeah.
He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned, it contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I can't back down!
Cross sword stool. Whoa, what? Huh? Who's that? Just a little bit more and I can draw something out next time. Did they say anything about a cross sword stool? What was that all about?
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned, it contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Advance.
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
Alright, hold up.
What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't, after all, he was walking through the hallway, right?
Missed it. It's true that any light source in a dark hallway would have stood out. So if the killer did have a light, the reason Kazuichi wasn't able to see it was...
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway
Maybe the
was dark.
fire
So if the light
door
was shining in
blocked
such a
them?
dark
Was that
hallway,
it?
wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? Allow me to cut through those words!
That makes sense, kind of, if that's the case.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
I'm starting to think I know who did this.
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
Imposter. What?
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So is he the traitor? So you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? Person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used a portable stove to move in the dark. Oh man. Snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I could think of is... The only problem with this is how would he have known about the glowing paint, but I think... you and only you. Oh, please let me be right about this.
You're the only one! Terry. Could it be you?
Because he was in the kitchen, would have had the stove, and he was on the other side of that fire door.
What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
Plus, you could have hid that iron skewer.
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
'Cause that's important.
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
It's a type of fish.
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
You've not eaten enough of that.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
That's the glowing stuff, right?
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
That sounds super important.
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Victim was targeted by a mark. What was that mark? It has to be... Is it the knife? Because nothing else here would have dripped that glowing paint. Maybe the knife was dripping glowing paint.
I can prove it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
That's what I was thinking. He would have had to know about this.
Well, Teru!
Seriously, I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen now?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Well, he was under the floor. There's gaps in the floorboards.
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by looking at their sweat.
Oh, please let you be the killer. I was waiting and waiting for it to be Byakuya in the first one, and it never was. Please let me get this satisfaction this time.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you have to keep falsely accusing me?
You did do it.
It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
I'm still wondering what his deal is. Alright, hold up. Knife, bloodstain, gaps in floorboard. I'll bet that's it. Because if he yelled, he would have heard him under the floor.
Let me ask you again.
Right?
Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
None of that other stuff has anything to do with anything.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Okay, she was right.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Okay, she's not lying.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
It's that. It's what Teru says. It's definitely a contradiction hidden within those remarks. I need to find it.
Let me ask you again.
Alright, where are you at?
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
Oh, I'm gonna be so happy to be rid of you.
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
What the? Why do you suddenly sound like he was from Texas?
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
What?
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
Yeah, what is this accent?
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories.
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
You sound like you're from like the Louisiana Bayou or something.
Probably can't. Oh, you again.
Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question to him. Wait, what? It's probably gonna be something we haven't used. Wait, are we gonna ask him about something he wouldn't know about? Then that, right? I think it might be the embarrassing pose. Let's try it.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, because he didn't have anything to say about that.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
What? No! Don't make me remember! It's so embarrassing!
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that. Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so exciting.
And he probably would have made a joke about trying the salad or something.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Even so. Nagito, say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
How did this work in the first game if two people did something together? Was it the person who planned it out was safe, but the person who did the killing was the one that got killed? I forget how that worked.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. is too cruel.
No, this is wonderful. We're gonna get rid of them.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Monumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
Did he?
What a confusing accent!
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. Thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. What's that? It's an iron skewer. Oh, is this? Oh, this again. Alright. Yeah, iron skewer fits. I kind of wish you could, like, hit a spot and then get a letter and then shoot the right spot, because it would make us go a lot quicker. Oh, I hit the wrong thing, darn it. Need knee. And need Nar. Got it. That's not too bad, really. It just moves really slow.
That's it! The weapon must be the iron skewer!
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru.
I checked the equipment list and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
I was never really a fan.
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the old building.
I have no idea where the skewer is.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Finally, we are nearing the end. A cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say. It will probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. Actually, I am thrilled about condemning this classmate. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. So does this replace the rhythm game from the first game? High-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. That's the bullet time the panic talk action. Panic talk action. We'll shorten it to PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Oh crap, this is a rhythm game. Time your button presses with the tempo marker as it moves across the screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing the left mouse button, and you'll be able to lock on to the opponent's remark. If you keep pressing it, you'll be able to lock on to multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, if you release the mouse button in time with the tempo marker, it will intercept the locked on remark and destroy it. By destroying remarks, you'll be able to damage the soul shields protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy the remark within the time limit, you will end up getting hurt. During PTA, you can press the escape key to review the controls. But for this PTA, just focus on pressing the left mouse button. Please wait for another time for the other features. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in a tempo down situation. When the song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the timing for each button. Please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. If you destroy all of your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give their final argument. And if that happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the W, S, A, and D keys. If you press the buttons in the right order, you will be able to compose the words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shields will recover. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, figure this out as we go.
What the hell you even saying, you super cutter hit?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country kid?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? I have no idea where it would have been hidden. Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like an iron skewer? A cabinet? Think carefully.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
Must reveal to Teru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. Alright, well, I'm gonna survive the rhythm game here. Alright, what am I doing here?
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! There is Hilton!
Oh god, I'm gonna die here.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! There is Hilton!
Okay.
Where would the weapon be?
On the meat bone? Wait, on the meat bone. No?
Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Where would the weapon be?
Meat on the bone?
This is the end!
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
The iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone.
I guess they kept making a big deal about how big that meat was.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked.
It seems there are no dangerous items like that skewer in the churrasco earlier inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Phew, I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
So he would have had to known about all this stuff that Nagito was gonna do.
What now?
So did they do this together?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
I'm kind of hoping the used iron skewer isn't inside of a piece of meat right now that you're gonna eat.
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that. Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
Where did he go?
I'm right here! I'm already eating it!
A bear that eats meat! Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
What is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
No, this is great.
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
Isn't that... Is that an iron skewer?
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat, it brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
I just have fast food once in a while.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first.
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Go over the entire incident, and then I can prove Teru Teru's crime. That's right. If we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
So it's finally come to this. My throb is jesting. Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case, so this must be the comic book again. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Okay, this is different. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. If you use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps, but once you fill in some, it will become much simpler. For those of you who have played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there is a certain trick. If you move the reticle onto the gaps on each page, it will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that map. Also, if you move the reticle onto a truth panel, it will display a hint as well. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Well then, good luck and have fun. I hope the time limit is kind of generous. It's been pretty short on these other ones. 10 minutes. Okay, stock 1. Okay, so we're at the party. Byakuya is standing over there, then something happens. She's on a commode. He's trying to get in. He's in his room. Okay, yeah, it does. Oh, okay, so it actually tells you what they're doing this time around. That's good, because that was one of the bigger problems with 1. Jockey is guarding the old building's entrance. Night vision goggles. Killer used Mark to move under the floorboard. Hiyoko is drinking juice. That's already there, so this. Okay. Same scene as the office room and dining hall. At the storage room before the blackout. At the office when the blackout occurred. I need to hurry this up. The moment it got dark, Byakuya night vision goggles equipped. Okay. Byakuya ran over. He followed the cord. He had the light, turned it on, got the meat skewer, went under the floorboards. That's that. Nagito trying to duck under the table. Is that? Okay, I see what's going on now. This is different. Alright. Nekomaru's holding it in. That's sad. We don't need to worry about that. Closing the fire door. That's sad because he's walking away from it there. Switched on. That's sad because he's hitting the dial. Is that this? Okay. I need to do this kind of quick. Akane keeps eating even during the blackout. That's sad, so we don't need to worry about that. Big meat on the bone. Okay. Set it 11:30 p.m. Is that? Because it's next to the air conditioner? No. Alright. That's borrowing the tablecloth. This. That makes sense. Okay, so this 11:30 fits in here somewhere. Is it here, maybe? There we go. Last stock. Okay, we're almost there. Knife glowing in the dark. That. Unlit portable stove, the air conditioner turned on. That's the same as that, isn't it? No. Okay, that was right. Unlit portable stove. What's left? That. Oh, he's screaming. Buki hears him. That's it.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for this. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming.
He must have told him about it.
That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item.
They would have had to do all this really
That's
quick.
right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall.
Just kind of slick, in all honesty.
Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened.
I really hope they cleaned that skewer afterward, but it doesn't look like they did, because there's little bits of black on it that might be supposed to be blood.
There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
Ha ha.
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone.
So why did you?
Would never.
It seems this is the end.
You seem upset. Oh, whatever. felt like an A to me. Alright, so B's not bad. 96 coins.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
This is great. I kept thinking I was going to get Byakuya in the last game for something, and I never did, so I never got that satisfaction, but I'm going to get it here. Because, man, I didn't like this dude. And I ended up really liking everybody in the first game, but this dude, ugh.
Correct!
This time, the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teru Hanamura.
No. You...
Are you serious? Out of all these people, are you saying a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But... Why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. And I saw him place the irons he brought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus, he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened, he...
You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught.
What?
Been caught.
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Teru, just to let you know, it's pointless of you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all of the ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why. I don't want them to lose against something like killing. What? I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
What are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
Isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you will become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right?
I
want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to become everybody's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right. I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding, right?
Are you kidding? Don't tell me you're actually serious.
Man.
So you don't understand? That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I could be called the ultimate fanatic.
Wait, no way, no way!
There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me? But isn't that what love is? Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all.
See?
You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
You better not compare us to that.
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, trials such as this can alleviate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing!
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great!
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it. You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess it looked the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving, leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too.
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing, plus it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique Teru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true, I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well?
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know? Why would you try to stop him? Why wouldn't you just let everybody know?
However...
But why did you kill Byakuya instead? Because he was aiming for Nagito, and Byakuya moved him out from under the table. I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there. Why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife, and then in place of Nagito.
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it. Oh, really? Huh?
Perhaps.
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What?
What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much, I promise. Could it be in order to keep that promise? But then Byakuya would have had to know that somebody was going to stab from under the floorboards. As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. Oh. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife. I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet...
Such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. Wow. But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru Teru. Why? Well, because Teru Teru decided to commit his crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru Teru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already. Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also emphasized with Teru Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those are my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru Teru?
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough, and this turned out to be a bad ending for Teru Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain.
Great!
You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
Sacrifice.
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey.
Hey, is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off?
Yeah!
Kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito, it's Teru Teru.
What's the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? The blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait!
Hold on.
No.
That was, how should I put it? An accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault.
Hey!
Doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional, a murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder. Besides, I'm sure you've got some other very, very bad skeletons in your closet.
Hey!
But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims. That's not...
Hey!
Save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
Be honest. After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Wrong!
You're wrong, There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. Plus the fact that you, again, didn't tell anybody about the plan in the first place. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito. You're willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
No.
That is...
Teru Teru.
Why?
If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive.
Answer me.
Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru Teru. I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope's Peak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but
wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
Oh, don't try to make this sucker sympathetic.
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
Son of a bitch.
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Oh, you damn game. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru. But if we were told our memories were stolen and as several years had passed since our first day,
Hey!
then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it. If only I knew how he felt, something like this never would have happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. Found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why.
Fine.
So you wanted the first kill?
I'm sorry.
See, the only thing about being sympathetic towards him is he knew if this was the case, he was killing everybody else in this room. Like, I get you cared about your mom, but you're killing 15 other people. Doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I end up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru. I see. Interesting, but as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring. What?
So... Yahoo!
Seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't!
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
There, now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait!
Hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook.
Hey!
Call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I...
Please!
Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura Diner, to Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh, you're gonna deny him even that.
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it. That might be for the best. Okay, this is actually kind of sad. Teru has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh man, what are they doing to you? Oh, he's getting dragged like Leon did. Deep fried. Oh no. What the hell? Oh shit. Well, I guess there's no need for a morgue after that. Ouch.